Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy here today, Dean from Burn 1, and this is the famous Skullfane list that you guys have been asking for. I decided to finally give it to you guys, but I want you to know this is going to be a little bit different than normal deck profile. I want to preface this with, I'm going to include a second deck in the description, because this is like a shell that I was testing, just kind of giving you guys my idea, and then, as you can see here, this half, I think these are the cards that you have to play if you're playing this deck, and then on the right half, these are cards you can cut, change around as you like, and I'll kind of give my ideas with each of those and like what I was testing and kind of like what my thoughts were. So first, for the core of the deck, as you see, we're on 2 Hair of Illusions. This is just because 0 mana amulet. You can pop at any time. Very good in the mirror for being able to out the Aegis if they put one down early. It's just more of just an extra amulet for the Skullfane. We're playing 3 Sacred Plea. Sacred Plea, of course, is a tap sack draw for free. Just a 1 mana amulet you're able to bring back to get multiple Skullfane procs without spending any mana. And early game draw. This is a very slow card though. In Booster 2, you may have noticed, especially with like the heavy aggro emphasis. Like sometimes if you play this down on 1 and then pass 2, that's 2 turns past, and you can be at like half health already. So not the best. 3 Dark Offering. I'm thinking in set 2, the more I've played, you always want triple Dark Offering with any Haven build. The extra health really helps. The cantrip helps with consistency. It just kind of makes your deck more oppressive, helps you get your Seraph online, and then be able to take over the game from there. We're on triple Good and Evil. What is this? Tribunal of Good and Evil. We're on triple of that because it has tap, sack, draw, and it kills a creature on play, which if we use a Cruel Priestess, we can bring it back, activating its fanfare to be able to kill another creature. Very nice synergy, and also since it's tap, sack, draw, we're always able to proc it with the Skullfane. Like something like Hair of Illusions, we're not able to always proc, but these two we are in order to draw. Double Seraph. Sometimes it's hard to see the Prison Priestess, so you know sometimes you just don't want to be able to search it. You don't want to have to search it. So I do like 2 Seraph, at least for the consistency there. Triple Skullfane. It is the actual core of the deck. I'll go over the combo after going over the other cards. And 2 Chorus of Prayer. Basically, you're going to be able to grab either double Skullfane if you have Chorus in hand, or if you have a Skullfane in hand, you're going to go like Chorus Skullfane. Depending on what your hand is, you want 2 Skullfane plus a Chorus at the end of the game. Triple Prison Priestess. I think this card could be cut if you want to do triple Seraph instead, and definitely go like a lot heavier on the amulets a little bit. Prison Priestess feels like it's a little rough on the tempo, especially in set 1. I felt Cruel Priestess because of the synergies with bringing this back. Other than that, not exactly the best card, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And then this is the stuff I think you can cut. I'm on double Barrage. I think you could be triple. I hate Aggro Abyss. The Ghost just kill me before I get to do anything. Very annoying. And then I have the Alana package, so I just put all the heal stuff in for fun. So of course I got the triple Unica with the triple Evo, the triple Frog. If you notice, because of this garbage, and then I'm playing this Nun that's not very good, it's just like extra heals. I don't have a Jean. I said, yeah, I'm just not going to fight anything that floods the board. So this deck auto-concedes the sword, not very good because of that. Triple Acolyte's Light does kind of help against the Leonidas, but they'll just tempo you out because, as you see, no Themis, no Jean. Definitely want to fix that. The other list will probably be like a little more control heavy. Double Kaguya with double Elenas. The reason I have the Elenas in, of course we have Surefire, just like 2 random removal spells, doesn't really matter. The reason I put the Alanas in initially is I was just kind of like testing out the set 2 stuff. And that's what you guys saw, just like a really unrefined list. The Alana gives you a little more pressure in the early game. Like in case like they Erd one of these, if you like go for double Skullfane and they Erd one, it hurts your damage output a lot. Skullfane should be able to push about 24 damage if you successfully resolve one of these. But if they Erd a card, right, you can go from 24 to 12. And so where do you get the last 8? I was hoping like, you know, an Alana sticks, maybe a Frog or an Unica or something randomly gets to stick and kill someone. In reality, it's a lot of effort to have this in hand plus this. And then getting this to Evo is also difficult. The Kaguya kind of is like, this is a terrible card. The Alanas is also terrible. The tempo loss, like I said, Prison Priestess, I already feel the tempo loss from this, where like sometimes like I needed a removal spell already, but like I spent like 2 mana evolving her. So like imagine passing 3, right? Like this is like 1, 2, 3, and then that's like 3 turns past, and all you got was a 2/2. It takes a lot to claw back from that. Like Jean can help, a few other things can help, but I'm not sure if I'm a full believer on the Alanas. And now, so people want to know, yeah, like what is the combo? Like what is it? Well, as you see, we're on all these and these, right? We're able to put these down early. If you get 2 Skullfanes, move one up. Like let's say, you saw in the video, right? Each amulet procced on a Skullfane is 2 damage. So if we have 2 of them out, it's 4 damage. And then Chorus of Prayer brings back 3 amulets. So this is, if you think about this, 4 times 3 is 12. So that's 12 damage off of this single card. And then any additional amulets, each one will be 4 additional damage. And then on top of that, you'll have 3 mana floating because this can never pop before turn 10. Because you put this down on 6, you get a counter. And on turn 9, it pops. So then on turn 10, you'll be able to do the combo. So 12, let's say you have 1 to 2 amulets on board from previous turns. Like maybe you played one of these to clear something, you have one of these in hand, or one of these. Usually, like you have to pop 1 amulet with the Skullfane. So let's say you do 2. And then you get down the second one, and then you get to do 4 times 3. So that's an additional 12. So that's 14. Then you get to play one of these, and that's 26 damage off of a single, right, that's like a medium setup too. That's just, without any mana, that's just saying you had 2 amulets on board previously. You get to put one of these down, pop 1, put this down, pop all of your amulets, and then play this to bring them back and then draw a couple more cards. So about 26 damage, and then if you have any additional amulets you can find, you get to do even more, right? So you can do, theoretically, you could do 30. You have 3 extra mana, right? So you could do 30, 34, 38. You could do like up to 38 damage if you truly high roll and you have like the absolute most cracked hand imaginable. But yeah, so that's the idea of the deck. That's what you're getting towards. Like I said, I think you need this portion of the deck to get that combo off. And then this portion of the deck is something you can cut, you can play around with. I don't have a dedicated list. I just know that this portion is, you want to use this as your basis and then go from here, depending on local meta and depending on how you find. Like if you know your opponent's not going to be playing Erd, like yeah, just cut all of this. Don't even, just pure removal, which is kind of what I'm going to show you guys as like the other list in the description. But yeah, that's it for this video. You know, if you guys like this deck, I'm down to try to make more things like this. And until next time, this is Dean signing out.